This is Lucky Lester from LuckyLester.com, and I'm here to give you my free video picks of the week for Week 10 in the NFL. This week, I like the Cincinnati Bengals +7 at Pittsburgh. I think both of these defenses are very tough, and I like this to be a low-scoring game. Last time, both Carson Palmer and Ben Roethlisberger had trouble against the opposing secondaries. I like that to continue, and therefore, the +7 is just too much for me. I like the Bengals to cover in Pittsburgh. I also like Miami -9.5 at home against Tampa Bay. This is a battle of the Florida area, but I think Miami is the much better team, and I think their rushing attack will absolutely dismantle the Tampa Bay Bucs defense. I think -9.5 here, even for a team that doesn't score regularly, is a pretty solid bet. I like the Buffalo Bills +7.5 at the Tennessee Titans. I think the Titans have played solid, don't get me wrong, and I think Vince Young's a winner, that's true. But I also think the Buffalo Bills are underrated. Defensively, despite all their injuries, they've been solid all season long, and they've really done well against some prominent passing attacks and some good offenses. I think they play a lot of close games, and I like that to continue here against the Tennessee Titans, a team that's now being overrated after just 2 wins in the last 2 games. I also like the Baltimore Ravens -10.5 at Cleveland. This is a Monday Night Football game, and I think Cleveland will come out maybe a little excited for that, but I don't think that helps. They've, in over half their games, they've finished with less than 7 points. In 7 of their 8 games, they've scored 1 offensive touchdown or less. This offense is absolutely brutal, and it's not like their defense is good either. They're 31st against the run and 22nd against the pass. You can basically do anything you want at any time against Cleveland's team, both offensively and defensively. I think the Ravens usually beat up on lesser teams, especially those bottom-tier teams, and I think they continue that here. I also like Arizona -8.5 at home against Seattle. I just think Arizona's a terrible matchup for the Seahawks. Kurt Warner and company can pass all over that secondary, and I even think they'll be able to run a little bit with Beanie Wells and Tim Hightower. As for the Hawks offense, I don't think they'll do much against that Arizona defense. The defensive front is too stout, and the Hawks offensive line just hasn't been good enough all season long. I think Darnell Dockett will have a big game, and I think that Arizona team will put a lot of pressure on Matt Hasselbeck. Those are my picks. For all your football needs, both fantasy and reality, go to LuckyLester.com.